Orik goes first. And Lan, your +1 bumped you ahead of the enemy.
Yeah.
So it
Scouts
did a
warning. Everybody got warned.
I believe
Mostly
this
me.
was religion or nature?
Arcana or nature.
Good.
This thing does start flying. It is 10 feet off the ground, which means you can hit it if you're adjacent to it because it is large.
So it's only 5 feet off the ground. But it's 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's hammers 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't know anything about it, so this will be great.
That bumped your failure to a success.
Oh. Oh.
This is the Quetz Couatl, a lawful good creature. These sacred feathered serpents tirelessly serve the powers of law and good. Some operate directly as messengers and intermediaries of the deities, while others operate independently in aiding the cause of righteousness.
You've got to be kidding me.
What's the problem?
This is a servant of the gods. This is something that would friend Apsu.
I don't think we have enough time for all that discussion, so I'll wish I could. I can't reply.
So I have 2 actions there, Orik, unless you want to spend them all talking.
I think you would at this point, yeah. Just we can't. No, this is wrong. This hasn't done anything.
Right.
It's a phoenix now.
That looks real cool.
It
If it's a
really
phoenix,
does.
we need to run.
That looks awesome.
It does look really cool on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, them things strong.
I guess birds just look good when they're on fire.
I guess so.
Alright, I'm assuming it's my turn since it's on.
Yep.
I like how
Orik's freaking out.
I like how there was no sadism in that statement. Birds just look good when they're on fire.
Y'all must have forgotten Lan. He's fairly matter of fact.
Karth kind of grits his teeth, hearing Orik talk about that. Cast Bless.
Karth, you hear... Do you speak Celestial?
No. Karth doesn't speak many languages.
Oh, actually, no, you don't hear anything yet. You just cast Bless. Okay.
Okay. And then... Let's see... Yeah, I'm going to pick up my hammer and strike at it.
You hear in your head, in common, please no, where am I? What's happening?
Hammer. I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay. Well,
Why waste your time? You should have attacked.
Well, I said if it was evens, I would attack. Odds, I wouldn't, and that is even, so he's going to attack. Let me throw Bless in the chat so I can put the effect on me.
yeah. There, Tikva goes. Tikva gets Bless. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. Oh, holy Quetz Couatl. Oh, is any of that is fire? Do you have anything? You do not. Boom.
And Karth just is he able to respond with telepathy?
You can. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm sorry, but this is the law of this realm to maintain balance.
You get a quick sentence. Come on now.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Lan. Lan, you have taken damage, and you still have double the HP that your last character had at max.
I've also healed twice, so I'm gonna act together, and my first action is to recall knowledge.
Okay.
Land recall knowledge.
What was that there, DC? There it is. You fail.
Okay, Tikva does the same.
That turns your success into a critical success. Tikva knows all about Quetz Couatls. In fact, Tikva has worked alongside them, and one of her best friends from high school was a Quetz Couatl.
The most absurd thing about that is Angel High School.
I want that session.
I want that anime. That's gotta be
Angel
an
High
anime.
School. It probably already is.
Does Angel Beats count?
I don't know. Tikva relays the information telepathically to Lan.
Does she spend a full action telling you everything, or just a quick blurb?
More or less, this is a good creature. I will not strike it. And Tikva is going to back away from it.
Okay.
Lan stows his bow. And both Tikva and Lan are grimacing very hard.
This is why Ko tried to warn you all.
Doesn't make it any easier.
It attacks Karth. Karth, you hear in your head, I can't stop myself.
Oh, that misses.
Wait, where's your foe? You have a constant spell on you, and I can't figure out what it is. Interesting. So it's just going to keep attacking for right now. Heavily nerfing it. There's a third attack.
That hits.
Okay. You take that damage. Give me a fort save.
Does it have something to do with that venom?
Oh, whoa. Probably. You succeed. Okay. Ikrie.
I will spend an action to close my eyes and silently beg forgiveness. And then I will move up and attack it.
Who are you begging forgiveness to? Who are
I'm
you
just
asking for
saying to myself,
The
like,
universe?
"Please forgive me." Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Whatever God will listen.
No, well, actually, no. Milani.
Okay.
What's her name?
Because you don't ask for forgiveness from nothingness, because nothing can't forgive you. Nothing doesn't care what happens. So, okay, if you're asking for Milani. Okay.
You don't know how nothingness feels.
Kuroku does.
Ouch.
He did before he died.
Yeah, he did before and after he died. That misses.
Wow, these are terrible rolls.
Oh, these are beautiful rolls. Keep them up, please.
I'm gonna attack again.
That was one turn forgiveness, one turn step up, one turn
Oh
attack.
no, you're right. I don't attack again. Oh well, I just rolled a d20 that didn't do anything.
Ko, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, unlike these.
Yes, Keith, that was my first thought, but yes.
I move to here. And focus point. I hope this thing's not resistant to gold. If I can find the spell in my long list of spells, there we go.
I looked at your character sheet recently and I was like, that
Yes.
spell book getting ridiculous.
It is. It is way out of control.
It's a lot of scrolling through my spells. I can only imagine.
It wants to
yours.
make its reflex save.
Okay. There we go, Mr. Quetz Couatl. Reflex and go.
Oh. Takes half of that.
Yes, it does.
Maybe he's just not using it fast enough. He doesn't know. Oh well. That's his turn.
With a sigh, I cast Divine Lance. Good at it, just to confirm.
Okay. Make your attack
Well, you
roll.
gotta hit it.
You do still have to hit it.
Okay.
You hit. Nothing happens.
Okay, it's just confirming what he thought.
Hey, it just means it's neutral.
Yeah, uh-huh.
That just means it's not evil.
Yeah, that just means it is not evil.
And there's 3 other alignments that aren't good.
Brother Co, what are you doing? Would Epso approve of this?
There are 6 alignments that are not good.
Karth, it is
I
your
said
turn.
3 other ones that weren't including the 3 evil ones.
Let's see. Karth's gonna just be like, "Do we have to fight? This is my first time here."
Yes.
Hammer or meat hammer. Karth is going to.
Forgot Karth wasn't here last time. Otherwise, I would have included him in the pep talk.
He's gonna weapon surge.
He said, I've never been here. They were like, so many people don't know, like, Philip has never been here. Oh.
No, I meant it as
Oh.
weapon surge.
Well, it's on
Oh.
fire.
Let's see, so it's an extra d12. I'll just do. Wait, no, I think I have a macro for it. Oh, but it doesn't do the crit.
So it takes double that?
Yeah.
The crit damage button on the weapon should apply the critical effect as well.
This is weapon surge. He has something different.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as I hit it that hard, I'm
It's
just
on
like,
fire now.
yeah. I used one action to ask a question, weapon surge, and then attack, so that's my turn.
Okay. Land? I mean, you already know this, and you have role-played it very well, but you can feel in your mind Tikva's disgust at seeing Karth hit this thing.
I know, which is why we're not attacking it, but I'm going to delay, because Land will go battle medicine or otherwise heal someone if they get hurt, but he's not going to participate in killing this thing.
Okay. Let Ikrie lose her soul. Land refuses.
He's got 2 souls to worry about.
Oh no, I've got a plan to make up for it. If I can do it.
Karth? You get attacked.
Yeah, that is a crit. Oof.
Give me a fort save.
Okay.
It bites you. You succeed at your fort save. It then grabs you in its teeth, pulling you closer to it. It then wraps you around the coils of its body, immediately allowing it to use Greater Constrict. You take that. Give me another fort save.
Yowie.
You succeed. It is Ikrie's turn. And he takes some fire damage.
The whole time, Karth's just thinking in his head, I'm sorry.
You are hearing in your head, I'm sorry, like drowning you out as this thing is wrapping you up and crushes you. It crushes you so hard that your vision begins to blur and you almost lose consciousness.
I will say, because I remember this from the last fight that we had, or the last time we were in this arena. I will say, they're compelled to fight us. The best we can do is put them out of their misery.
Karth and this thing are just having a very apologetic conversation with each other. That is a hit.
I will come in after Ikrie.
Just a hit?
I said hit.
Ugh.
Tikva will cast heal on Karth.
Ikrie still has a turn.
Yeah, I still got another
Oh,
attack.
no, right.
That is a crit. That bumps your hit to a crit. It was already on fire.
Yep. I'll attack it again. I don't expect to hit, but I'll attack it.
You missed.
Nope.
You expected correctly.
Lan, it's your turn. He is wrapped up in the coils, so that is so weird thematically, but there's nothing in the rules saying that
What?
she can't heal him.
That well, I mean, it's the 2-action heal. It's just literally spoken words at you. So
Oh, okay. Then did she cast it at level 1?
no, she cast it at 3rd level. That's fine. I'll keep this up.
Karth, you heal for 35.
Cool.
On her spell sheet, is it listed in a level 1? No,
Nope.
it is listed as level 3.
I don't know why it's not doing that.
You may have to edit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll tinker with it. And then Land will move here adjacent to Karth, and that'll be my turn.
Just as a sort of RP element, you do see with every swing, Karth is like pained even before he was grabbed.
I mean, Tikva and Land
Go.
are pretty upset too.
All right. Well, I'm hungry.
Chicken wings?
Oh no!
Karth, have you seen this?
Good
Arthas.
God.
Yeah, I have that
Okay.
spell.
Oh man,
You
I'm
missed.
gonna hero point that.
Okay. You hit.
Yeah. My crit?
No, you hit.
Oh.
Karth, you are wrapped up in it. Its head is leaning down towards you like it's rearing for another bite. And you actually see a single glistening tear go down its face, and you hear in your mind, I'm so sorry. Your good soul does not deserve. As Ko's bifurcated head slams down, biting its head off, killing it.
Karth just drops to his knees and kind of
Wow,
just...
that actually hit.
Tikva will touch it and pray over it.
I mean, that's what Ikrie was about to do too.
Karth is also on his knees, and he just takes his hammer to the ground and closes his eyes and starts praying.
All right.
I don't like this place.
Good news for all of you is you can now focus all of your pain and hatred towards the evil creature coming out.
What are these heroes?
And now we fight the parry, right?
I think we
No,
should
now we fight the Bodak.
more outside regarding all of this. It's necessary.
You said these creatures were compelled to fight us, Ikrie.
Yes.
Yes, the last time we were here, there was another good creature that very clearly did not want to attack us, but still did so.
I nerfed the
So-
hell out of that thing by not using some of its spells, but oh well. Y'all got to kill something that was very good.
So I am making an assumption that
We either fight these things or it unleashes terror in the fabric of reality that spill forth a lot of chaos and evil.
the only reason I agreed to come back in here and do this was because Mason asked us to.
I don't have any of these so assured of this. What is this?
You should speak with him after we're done. He can explain it better.
In 10 minutes will be the next fight. Please prepare.
Duke Hammer.
Oh, Lan, would you mind patching me up? a
Oh
little
no. Oh
I've
no.
already done it.
No.
Excuse me? What did you say to me?
No.
Oh no, I haven't done the other one.
I love
so,
you.
Yeah. So okay.
Oh,
No.
no one has ever said that to me before.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
This is Co's romance right here. It's just a promo.
No one has ever said they love me before. Let us Let us go somewhere more comfortable.
Good lord.
Okay.
There's a lot of healing.
Alter reality. Oh my
Whoa.
day. Well, we're more comfortable.
Are all of you ready? This will not be the last one, but it will be the last one of the creatures that you saw in the cages.
What does that mean?
Are you
Rest of the
prepared
creatures
for battle?
Freed?
Yeah, hopefully if he's talking about balance, he will provide us with something evil to fight this time.
Yes. That's how it worked last time.
What's that?
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
I'm cool with fighting that.
We begin combat with Lan.
Land doesn't necessarily know what these things are, but they don't look nice. So Land's gonna take a guess and cast this.
What that is?
Divine Wrath.
What
I
alignment are you
choose
picking?
good. I can't possibly pick another alignment, so
Which one are you taking?
Hammer.
Man or floaty angry man?
I'm gonna go with
Okay.
I don't want Ko getting distracted.
Wasn't
You
a
said-
divine
you said-
wrath?
And I was like, both of them?
Was a divine wrath a 20-foot burst?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure it is too. That's
Is
what I
it?
was. Each creature in the
Generally,
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they need 2 fort saves. Or a fort save each.
Yeah, Satari can tell you it's an AoE.
Nice.
Yes.
I like that it's actually king. They both
Actually.
fail.
Wow.
Nice.
You never see that happen.
Wasted all my good rolls earlier.
They take 27 damage and are sickened 1.
Hammer.
Man does not take 27 damage.
He takes even more. He...
Hammer. I'm glad you renamed it.
And Remnant of Barzillai does not take 27 damage.
Thirst. Oh, he has channel resistance. Neat. Or whatever it's called in this system. Either way, I'm gonna act together, and Lane and Tikva are both going to cast shield.
Okay. Ikrie?
I will improve knockdown on this guy.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Can you stop?
I eventually I will start rolling a bunch of 2s.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, that's fine. Roll a 2 on your damage.
And that. And then I will dueling parry. And it's prone.
Your face is wrong. Okay. It is Remnant's turn.
Oh no, a haunt.
He creates a haunt.
That's
A
pretty cool.
carrion vortex appears. It is spinning around of beaks and bones and things like that. Everyone within 30 feet reflex save.
Hold on,
Aww.
hold on. Carrion Vortex is the name of our new metal band.
Hey.
Yeah. Not lead pipe from hammer.
Carrion Vortex is the name of our album from Lead Pipe Liquors. Karth, fail. Land, crit, fail.
Yeah, I don't even have to roll with Tikva.
Orik. Pass. Ko, crit pass. Ikrie,
Yeah.
pass.
Who's the fast boy today?
So this is a basic save, so you know what happens if you pass, fail, and all of that nonsense. Slashing damage, go!
I used to be so happy to see that.
Oh.
Yeah, but now you did.
Yeah.
Now we just need you to cast that other spell, and then we can be happy to see
Defeating the
any
corrupted psychopomps in areas D5 and E4 destroys this haunt forever. I pulled a haunt from some super, specific adventure path, so good luck killing this thing.
Wow.
That's him killing the.
I mean, I'm okay with
itself.
it because it's called Carrion Vortex, and that's awesome.
He is in the same square as the Carrion Vortex. Because he creates it in his square. Hammer. And he
Stands up.
has a 30 feet unnerving gaze aura that I didn't realize until right now.
So will save.
It's when a creature ends your turn within 30 feet of this copy.
I haven't ended my turn.
I didn't realize it till now, so we won't start it yet.
He just now
He-
opened his eyes.
Yeah, he just activated it now. That's,
Yeah. He regenerates a little bit. Okay, he doesn't want to do that. He knows when someone is doomed, dying, or wounded. That's cool. He can animate chains. That's kind of cool.
So I'm guessing he's related to Zon-Kuthon somehow.
Kuroku would be like, "Oh, hey Fred, how have you been?" He makes an attack at Ikrie.
Surprise. That's a miss.
And then Tikva. That's a +1.
That's a miss.
22 doesn't hit her.
No.
Actually, that's a plus. No. The prone is factored on there already. And then he stares at Code. Will save.
Aw.
Orik, it is your turn.
Okay. I will use the staff.
He that guy used his ability on the wrong character.
Yeah.
I see that. Ko is nat 20 in every save for that.
And using select.
Blah, 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 blah.
It means I'm doing AoE healing and not hitting those two. So everyone heals. Wow, 10.
Does that hit all of us?
Yep. 30 foot.
Yep. Cool.
Thank you for the healing, mister.
No.
Never.
Ko.
All right. I hope this isn't too repetitive, but
Cone of Cold.
Vampiric
I
Maiden.
could. Yeah, let's do Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Immune to
There's
cold,
all my
immune to cold.
5th level spots. Actually, that is stronger than my breath weapon. I should be using that first.
Neat.
You said 30 feet for the Carrion Vortex?
Yes.
Whoa. Ko's no longer
It hits
upset about
everybody.
being heartbroken.
Okay. So do your damage.
What about the other dude?
He's immune to cold. Do your damage.
Oh. Well, that's
46
enough for
minus 8 is 38.
times 2. Isn't crit fail.
Yes. What is that? 76.
Yep.
I think your resistance is applied after the damage, not before.
Maybe, yeah.
Either way, it's still minus 8 from the total. So, wait.
-8 from a total before times 2 is less.
Exactly. I want him to take more damage. Less damage.
Too bad.
Whatever. He's that. What is that? Coach, your turn. Shove an action.
That's good enough.
Karth.
Okay.
Tears the earth.
Well,
Man take damage from the Carrion Vortex.
Nope.
Karth's gonna move there. And he's gonna attack Hammerman.
Okay. He misses.
Let's try
Where's
it
those
again.
twos?
He hits.
Did fire seem like it affected this guy?
Fire hit. He's been on fire from Ikrie's sword.
Okay.
There we go.
Quite enough to take him down.
Land, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to tandem move.
You getting out of that 30-foot range?
Yep. So both Tikva and Land hop out. Then I act together.
Okay.
And Tikva is going to cast Divine Lance
Ooh.
on that guy.
It drops right there, so yeah.
Yep.
Okay, on who?
The blue guy.
Who?
Hammer?
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
you.
spell attack.
Man.
I'll need you crit.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What energy damage are you doing?
Good.
Wow.
It has to be good. Yeah, that was terrible. But I mean, it's 5d4.
Hammer.
And it's now
Hammer.
dead man.
Okay.
Nice.
With Land's action, he shoots the other guy with his whip.
This is what
this-
Land
this-
has been waiting for.
This might be begging, but is the guy undead? I do not know.
You don't know?
Okay. Then
Yes.
okay. Then I'm shooting with one bow, not the other.
Yes.
There it is.
But he has resistances against all. Only force, ghost touch, or positive will bypass it.
That's actually negative. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, because the spell is an attack. So, yes.
So you missed.
Yep.
Ikrie.
I'll move to here. And
That would have provoked.
Hammer.
it would have. Well, he had that? Oh well.
Yep.
Too bad he never got to use it. Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Wow.
Good lord.
Are you gonna roll your attack or not?
I did. Here, let me.
No, I don't see anything.
we all saw that. There's video evidence.
Rordrik, what is your Venmo or Cash App info so you cannot share that? I'm going to handle that real quick. And a boom!
It's Flatfoot. And on fire.
Oh! Oh! Cool.
Cool.
His resistance is higher because he's close to a haunt.
That's neat.
That was pretty cool. I like the thing that makes a haunt. That is a neat thing it does.
Love how the haunt is pristine.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm gonna
don't
try
know
this.
Why it says that, but I do like that name.
It's because it's an
No, that
object.
didn't do
not
anything.
Mhm.
All that did was make a chat card. Boom.
Okay, well, end your turn. It's his turn now. If you don't mind, give me one more second. It kind of cool last time, so I'm gonna try again this time. Do it yourself. You hope you don't mind. A ghostly pair of teenagers, the Zarwin twins, cry out in pain as their brains are replaced into their heads. As if their trauma reverses, the initial pain fades and they express the desire to play.
What is
Okay.
that? I feel like that.
The description.
I feel like that's a. I feel like that is a thing that is in some kind of Hollywood script.
I'm yeah.
The closest person is Karth. Karth, I need a will save. All
Alright.
creatures in either C14A, C14B, or the hallway outside the rooms must attempt a will save. So I'm just gonna say, I'll give it like a little radius like this. So Karth, Ko, and Ikrie all will save.
Okay.
I'm grabbing very specific adventure path haunts, apparently.
Oh my god, I'm a hero point that.
Okay, Ko, go ahead and blow this one out of the water.
All right.
Ikrie, you.
Oh,
Still fail.
Ko
on that.
failed. Karth, crit succeed. Crit succeed. The creature is unaffected. Success, which was no one. Failure. The creature takes that mental damage, and you increase your malevolence value by 1.
I'm gonna not do that.
No, you do it. It just doesn't have any
failed,
actual bearing.
It
Yeah,
just
you-
doesn't affect anything.
Your malevolence value has increased by 1.
What is malevolence?
Something from this specific adventure path.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
And now, a
I assume it's from
D3.
Extinction Curse.
That's 1 and 2. So Karth, Wilson.
Come on, be a good one.
Ooh, that was a failure. Hell yeah. The target believes a miniature version of their childhood home is built up around them, locking them in place. Failure. The target is flat-foot and immobilized until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that doesn't. That means that he doesn't provide flanking.
Ikrie.
Yeah.
No. Oh wait, no.
Am I getting carrion vortex?
Okay, the 2 ghosts you see are the architect and the hunter. The architect just waved his hands and built that house around Ko. The hunter turns with an arrow and fires it, this ghastly arrow at you.
Okay, cool. I have +2 AC.
Oh, he did a
not even
ranged
close.
attack adjacent to you. Oh
He-
no.
Nope, it's from that haunt.
Yep, it's from the haunt.
So even if it was adjacent to me, it still.
It
wouldn't-
actually should be adjacent to you because he creates haunts in his space. So
Okay. This haunt is going to do Psychopomp Dirge.
Another
my
metal band.
God, how many haunts are there on the field? 4?
Only one. No, the other haunt gets to do multiple actions. All right, is anyone here a worship or a Pharasma, or have ties with Psychopomps?
I don't think so.
Because that matters. Everyone in 30 feet, give me a will save from the Carrion Vortex.
Does need to be blind.
Wait, no, that is not a will save.
If it's from the carrying
Reflex,
vortex,
wasn't
you
it?
don't need to make one. Oh yeah, you do. Wow.
It is reflex. All right, no, I'm going to do the will one. It has 2 different things it can do. It can do its routine set or its Psychopomp Dirge. It's doing. I did say Psychopomp Dirge.
Okay.
Oh, for
So
crying
we'll
out
stay.
loud!
What is the DC? That is the DC.
You
Ko fails.
Crit failed.
Orik.
There we
Orik.
go.
Orik. Oh,
Okay.
you only turned your past into a fail with that.
Oh.
So you could succeed, Orik. Karth, you succeed.
Well, I didn't
Ko,
know.
Fail. Ikrie, you
22.
pass. Okay, succeed. Okay, whoever critically succeeded. The creature understands the dirge is also intended as a warning and a desperate request for absolution. The creature can sense the presence of the corrupted psychopomps in areas D4 and E5, as if under the effects of the locate spell for 24 hours.
I detect
Success.
creatures.
Success. As critical success, with the locate only lasts 10 minutes. The creature takes this much mental damage from overwhelming feelings of sadness and despair. So anyone who succeeded, you take that. Did no one succeed? Ikrie did.
I succeeded.
You said I failed, right?
Yes. Karth and Ikrie succeeded. Failure. You take that much mental damage from overwhelming feelings of
Oh
sadness.
no!
You took 1 more damage than everyone else. Okay, and now the remnant of Barzili turn ends. That's what this guy does. He just pumps out haunts. Orik, it's your turn.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see.
He's also holding a flaming mace, but the haunts I think are doing more than him swinging and missing at Ikrie would do.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I only have AC 30 right now.
So I'm going to use Meta Magic Heroic Recovery.
Wow.
Yep.
Holy crap! Who you healing?
And then I'll go ahead and use my level 2 spell slot, heal Lan a little bit, and also give him that buffer around.
Okay, Lan, give yourself heroic recovery.
Actually, that's more. Oh god, I've been rolling d8s this whole time. Ew. I totally forgot.
Oh, your D10s?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
Much better.
Super Saiyan healer.
There you go.
There you go. Lan heal 30 and apply a heroic recovery to your character. That's cool. Code,
Yep.
your turn.
All right. That one haunt immobilized us, right?
No, just Karth.
Yeah, just Karth.
Just Karth, okay.
He is standing inside of
I
a
did fail
miniature
it, too.
version of his home.
Am I miniature too, or I'm just looking around at a small?
Yeah, you're just looking around a small. The architect
Yeah.
can only target one person with that.
You ever seen a tiny house?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
And boom.
He brought out the lightning bolt.
Oh, it's been a while.
It has.
Since I said,
Oh, my
Oh,
god.
Yes.
Oh. He takes this minus 12, so 40, so 32, which he currently has.
Well, would be 28.
Oh.
You shouldn't have said anything. He would have done 32 damage.
It's fine. I don't need to cheat.
Okay.
I'm a good player.
Wait, what? No.
You kill him. Technically, the haunts are permanent haunts that he has created and last until disabled. I'm gonna remove them because that's gonna be a whole lot of annoyance.
No, okay.
Yeah, but is Rynn unable to remove them? Is the question, you know? I mean, I assume he wouldn't just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave those there.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Did the little mini city vanish?
You know what? That's Ko's romance. there.
It's actually, you were standing inside your grandma's house, and it lasts for a couple minutes, and then fades
Okay.
away.
Oh.
Mini City Vanish sounds like a post-punk band or something.
I should really go home.
everyone's
See you in the
doing
car.
fine, I promise.
I know, but I just keep getting these signs.
Mm-hmm.
So have we have fought 3 things. Have we passed this test?
Didn't he
Yes.
say there's something
I don't
else
know.
was
Yes.
coming?
Anything else, Rynn?
It'd be funny if he was like, yes, you're going to fight me.
Okay. Yes, you have completed all that is required except for the last and final piece.
Which is
I don't even want to ask.
My essence and being is put into this avatar. You must now destroy it so my energies may finish and close the ritual, closing the gateway to the beyond. I will resurface and reconstitute the next time, as eons pass, when the ritual needs to be done again.
we only needed to do 2 battles. That's
We did 3.
Right.
Yeah, we did 3.
It was
no, like two rounds of battle. Like
Ow.
Apparently.
first time and then this time. All right. So we just fight you and then
Oh, roll a flat d20.
Ko is in front. So we're good. We're safe.
Oh, roll a flat. You did
Oh my
not
God.
kill that thing with your lightning bolt.
oh yeah,
That's
true. someone
We
would
gotta. We have to start.
Yeah, we gotta
remembering
remember.
that.
Oh, well, you saw when he just made us. Do you trust this thing?
I don't know if I trust it, but I don't distrust it either.
Okay, so here's a question though: if we decide to destroy statue or avatar, are you going to fight back?
Of course, the ritual must be completed in battle. It would not be a battle if I were to just stand here.
What happens to
Alright.
all these creatures that are trapped here?
They will go back from whence they were pulled from.
All right, let's fight them.
Yes, I'm in agreement then. If it releases these creatures, it must be done.
The final test requires the heroes to be at their best. He waves his hand, energies come from the floor and encompass all of you. You are all full healed. You may hit your rest for the night macros and re-prepare spells however you see fit.
What do we know about avatars of Rynn?
Yeah, do we know anything about this thing? Do we...
Its avatar is the statue. You may make a knowledge check on the statue to see if
So
that may help
that's
you.
crafting?
Arcana or crafting. Or lores, obviously.
Oh, my lord definitely applies, let me tell you.
Everyone failed.
Right?
Okay.
That's
Well, we're
Hammer.
You do not need the elite temple. Go away.
everyone get a bonus to their
doubt
perception.
he has blood, so I'm gonna take off blood.
Hold on,
feast.
I'm still preparing here. So
You prepared casters.
I've also got to prepare my fighter feats and
Lan,
stuff.
be honest. It's not that you're saying, oh, you prepared casters. What you mean is, oh, you people with more than 4 spells.
I have
I don't have more than 4 spells.
Lan
I have
can
exactly
only ever
4
have
spells.
more. Well, that's because even though you think you are, you're not a wizard.
I am though.
Satari was a better wizard. Rest in peace, Satari.
That's a sad video.
Before we do begin,
Alright.
the agreement was to teach you all of a ritual to stop you from being raised as undead. Is that still the reward you seek, or is there something else? Do not underestimate the powers that I have at bending and altering reality. I can offer a great deal to you, so I wanted to make sure you were certain what it was you wanted.
What do you think,
And-
guys?
That
Lantern.
sounds very useful.
Lanterns to Ikrie. You were looking for a flower?
I was, but I've been told where I can find it.
Kind of vaguely.
Yeah, a vague general area of where it can be found.
And that it's rarely ever found.
I mean, that thing is rare enough that it is located in the spine, and Lan and his people have never seen one.
Orik's never seen one, I'm sure. Even though he's
No.
traveled all over. I don't know. I mean, what's the most good we could do with it? It is a lot of power, it seems.
We could bring back the dead with it.
I mean,
It is something within my power, yes. As long as the soul and Pharasma are willing, I can return the dead to life.
No.
Losing those heroes would be a big blow to Yaren and most of the continent.
I think being unable to be raised as undead is a good reward for this. I've already explored other means for trying to get Kuroku back.
Well, is this a ritual we can cast on others, not just ourselves? Can we protect others?
Do we have to cast it on ourselves?
I will teach you the ritual. Who you cast it on is up to you.
Okay.
Oh, we could protect so many.
Yeah.
Is there any monetary value that needs to be linked to the ritual?
This ritual currently does not exist, so I do not know.
Alright. And if they fail at the ritual?
This ritual currently does not exist, so I do not know.
Alright. We'll just learn the ritual, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Plan shrugs.
This seems a great way to protect many to me.
Can I vaccinate all of urine?
Lady Ikrie, are you going to stand by?
I would like to repeat, do not underestimate the vastness of the reality-altering magics and powers I control at my fingertips. You are quite literally saving the entire material plane. Your reward can be of equal significance, but if this is what you decide to have as your reward, then it shall be so.
I mean,
Kinda
can you
sounds
take
like
care of the
skittish.
Lich then? I mean, or something? I mean, wouldn't that do even more?
5 character levels.
And just send a meteor down and make it strike the Lich directly.
Tikva gains 5
Blacker.
levels, but no one else does.
That's fine. I'll take it.
I bet you would.
Her
That
stats
is
go on
real
her,
strong for her.
her stats go on her own levels, not mine. So that's
Yep.
fine.
No, it's 5 character levels, but it's distributed evenly among all party members.
Everybody gains 1 level of Bard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already got the look for it. It's fine.
I mean,
I don't know how that works. 'Cause
yeah, that's not how
a
it works in the
thing.
system, but
So we just get a free bard dedication feat.
Yeah, I guess.
Basically, is how that would work.
I mean, oh boy, 2 cantrips and a train skill.
I mean, dude,
well, I don't know, guys. What do y'all think?
I mean, it sounds like we could get a lot of power from this.
yeah, I mean, to help the continent in general, I mean, can they do something about the Black King, about the Lich, about these things that threaten us all?
Eradicate all undead on the material plane.
I mean,
Although altering realities and things beyond mortal comprehension are within my power, I cannot do things that will ultimately upset the balance of the universe. Undead, as foul as you may view them, have their place in the multiverse.
Yeah, but there's one that's really kind of upsetting that balance, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
well, look at balance. He might not be.
I'm trying to communicate the way he talks. Am I doing this wrong?
No, not really.
So,
Alright. Well, for lack of imagination, I'll just vote for ritual.
This is worse than giving the party a wish.
Yep.
yeah, that was.
I mean, we could just ask for a wish. And then it'll start this all over
Because
again.
isn't that basically
what do we wish
the
for?
same?
I mean, we could just very simple. We could wish for the Lich to be destroyed, and it's done. We don't need the ritual then.
Like, quite honestly, if you ask for a wish is less powerful than what he is offering.
Yeah, just eradicate this one particular undead and his command structure. Done. We don't need a wish. We don't need a ritual. We don't need to raise it. Everything's done.
I mean,
We could root out everything without any further need for our intervention, and we can go on without doing whatever it is else that we need to do.
Or to prevent this from happening again in the future, we
I
could
don't
eradicate
believe.
Black King and send him beyond the veil or something.
I think when he's
Not
eradicated,
dead.
he's eradicated. I don't think he is eradicated to continue
Someone
to
else will
exist.
come to raise the Black King.
Though I highly doubt that his magic
Hold
has
on,
the
stop,
power.
stop. The Black King is Ikrie's father.
Yes.
Oh, not the Black
Yes.
King.
Orik
was the
did not
other
say
one?
the Forgotten King, no.
The Forgotten King is
Forgotten
the one
King.
the Lich is trying to
Yeah.
find and raise.
But if we just eradicate this,
this
he
Lich is
just-
phylactery in its army.
Can we make a hit list?
I don't think he'll take care of the entire army. That would be too much of a sway.
we would like a death note as our reward, please.
no, just eradicate the Lich and his. Just eradicate the Lich. His
I feel like that
phylactery will
would
go.
make it too easy, wouldn't it?
It's if he can alter reality to exterminate one creature utterly, that's fine. Then he will exterminate this one creature utterly, phylactery and all.
But what about the Forgotten King?
Well, if the Lich isn't here to raise it, then we don't have to worry about it.
What about the next person that wants to raise it?
Well, that's not our problem. We can't solve everything.
And does that not fall into the realm of potentially destabilizing reality? It's something of ancient legend and power, should not be tampered with. Are we not tampering with it?
We could also
ourselves?
just make it unraisable.
That doesn't mean that the Lich won't change his focus. He's already done enough
That's
damage
true.
in the process of looking for a thing that he hasn't found yet. Imagine what he'll do once he does have it. Or imagine what he'll do once he gives up looking for it.
Alright, how about this? Can you change what happens when someone tries to raise the Forgotten King, that they get incinerated completely?
Why are you so fascinated with this thing when we could just kill our enemy?
Because then he'd eventually die anyway, if he tried to raise the Forgotten King. Anyway,
Why would you
yes,
give him
if you
more
wanna kill
time?
the Lich, go ahead.
Or we can just destroy him now before he does more damage.
Tell you what, let's destroy him now, and we will have all the free time we ever could possibly want to look for the Black King ourselves to seal it away or destroy it. Or whatever, Forgotten King. Black King too.
Yes, he does need to be stopped as well.
Hammer. We're just gonna kill every king there is. Let's go.
No, one king. We like one king.
All the kings need to be blown.
Hey, no,
I haven't met that king yet.
We know
Except
of
for King Elijah, he's a bro.
we know 4 kings. We only like one of them.
Who's the
That's
third
true.
Oh, Land never met that third king, the 4th king.
The Troll King?
No, the one
Oh,
in
yeah.
hell that kept blowing himself up because he was
one?
stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
When he thought about himself, he died. Which yeah.
is one hell of a torture hell thing for someone who's very vain.
I see.
Alright, well, you guys decide.
I don't see anything better than this.
We could just do the
Yeah.
ritual and,
eradicate
do
the
it the
lich.
hard way. Or...
Eradicate the lich utterly. Is the
Yeah.
Is that in your power, Rynn?
You see the light in the eyes of the statue fade out for a moment. Put him over here. They come back after about 7 or 8 seconds. Oncal, the Great Lich, residing in the southern part of Yeren. Yes, I can eradicate him entirely.
Oh, okay.
Well, that works.
I mean, that'd save us a lot of trouble, I guess. I mean,
Well, his army will still be there to deal with, but at least it will have its power structure removed from it, and perhaps this evil curse that causes things they kill to rise immediately will be gone as well.
and we're
if-
sure he doesn't have any buddies that would just continue doing what he's doing.
No, but this is
when
a
you
start.
None
When you
should be
cut-
as powerful as him.
and when you cut the head off the beast, the rest of it should come crumbling down with ease.
Unless it's like a.
That's not always true. We fought a Hydra before.
Yeah, unless it's like that.
Oh, you guys fight a lot of weird things.
All right, time
we
to
never
stat
fight
up,
people.
time to stat up a Lich Hydra.
Sounds.
I'm ready to fight.
Alright,
Then yes, I
guess
believe we are in
just
agreement.
blow that Lich up and then we're good.
Then Oncal will be erased
You will.
upon your victory of the ritual. Even in your defeat, if I am to kill all of you, this ritual will still be completed, and your reward will still stand, and I will erase Oncal.
I guess that's reassuring.
Win-win.
That's comforting.
And then all of you die and have to make backup characters, and then in a couple weeks when we play again, Karth is gonna be real confused.
Yep.
Yep.
Please step through when you are ready.
Step through where? We're going into the arena? Okay.